What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, LESKUZZY, and that's Nick215, and welcome to Whenever Your Hair podcast. How you doing, my brother?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Man, we had a good, we had Norm 14 battles came out now. Watched two of them. Uh, I'm trying to watch on the order how they did the battles in real life during the live stream. So I watched Suevo versus Franchise, and I watched Tita versus Danny Myers. Uh,
Who you got winning?
Swerve versus Franchise. Has Franchise winning. Swerve choked at the end in the second round. Well, he can. I'll say it's a choke because he forgot the last part of his thing. His third round, he picked up where he left off in the second and went into his third, but it wasn't as it didn't like how can I say he didn't like his momentum was down after the end of the second. I had him winning the second until he choked.
Hmm.
Then franchise just took it off from there. Danny Myers, I don't want to say this, but he lost 3-0. I don't, it's not that he was bad, it was just T Top was somewhere else. Tita had edged every round for me. Tita had edged every round for me. Uh,
That's, I think that's the consensus of those two battles.
yeah. So I'm gonna watch. I'm thinking what I was gonna watch today. I was gonna watch the next two battles if I have time. But yeah. But while we that's one that's one of the stuff I watched. I I did a live stream last week on uh you know on Kick, 6 hour live stream. I might do another one this weekend when I do WWE, Money in the Bank and Shakur Stevenson fight.
Getting that money, getting to them hours.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. We have a lot to talk about. We have Summer League. We have the the WNBA All Stars. We have the US team doing their training camp starting this weekend.
I feel like their season just started. That
What
might be
the
another reason why they ain't never had bread. They
they have
season really just started for real.
Yeah, it started what May.
Yeah, not
Plus,
even May.
I
I think
think
April.
what the WNBC. No, April was the draft. They started in May, like begin. I think middle of May or beginning of May.
Yeah, but it damn near started what 3 weeks after the draft.
Yeah,
Like what, yo? This
I
shit
think that
is dog. The NBA draft is like some is last
summer.
what was it 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and then we don't see actual hoops. Shit.
I,
Then we got the summer league, and then you
yeah,
don't see actual hoops until like what October,
October. Yeah, then they
bro,
run through October, this November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. If you make it to the finals.
bro.
But yeah, I think the other thing is that there are like 12 teams in the league, so they are really limited to compared to the NBA. The NBA has 30 teams, so
Yeah,
they're kind of
mad games. They ain't got to speed through the games though. Like they could like.
yeah, I think so. But at the
I
other,
feel like I see
but
clips
don't
like every
forget,
other day.
they are taking the summer slot where there's nothing happening. But this year they have to speed through the games because the Olympics is starting in a few weeks,
True.
and so most of the players are not gonna be there. Asia Wilson is not gonna be there. So they gotta speed through the games because most of the top players are going to the Olympics. So yeah. But since we're on there, you know what? Let's start with that. since we started talking about them. So the WNBA announced their All Star team that's going against the US team that's going to the NBA. That's going to the Olympics. So I want to say this will like the alternate All Stars, right? But so they announced the full roster, and I'll gonna come here and tell you the roster. We have Aliyah Boster, Kellen Clark, Alicia Gray, uh, Derica Hembe, Asia Wilson, Johnny Key Jones, Cla- uh, uh, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Mitchell, Arika Okun Mbowe, Nika Okun. Okay, some of them I can't pronounce their name, and Dwayne Bonner. That's team. That's team WNBA. Two rookies, Kellen Clark and Angel Reese. Then the team USA, Yaso, the team USA that's going to that's going to the Olympics. So it's the same. So yeah. Uh, but when I gonna lie, it's crazy that the FIFA had three players go to the to the to the All Star game when they are one of the worst teams. But hey, it's just me. I'm think because I believe I want to say the Sky should have more players go to the more than just Angel Reese going. I believe what's her name? The girl who got in trouble for decking Kellen Clark should also go to the All Star game for the Sky.
Was Collier, I think,
Yeah, yeah,
or is the
something.
other one?
Some I forgot her name. She's like I know her name starts with C. Something
Hmm.
Catherine something. I don't know, but she should be at the All Star game. But hey, who am I to? Who am I? I don't watch NBA WNBA games like that, so I can't tell you exactly who deserve who don't.
I've seen most of those names, and I think some of those players because it's supposed to be the All Star versus
Team,
USA.
yes,
So I think most of those people that was a good list.
yeah,
Like
uh,
Kaylin Clark and what's her name actually, and Angel Reese actually deserved it.
yeah.
They
I
did their thing. Angel Reese averaging a double double, most double doubles as a rookie.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
think
her.
she just right now is just tied Candace Parker's record of 12 double doubles in a row. So she's literally in the WNBA history. So she's visual breaking history right now. She's a visual breaking history. So if she breaks history, I want to say this, and I know people gonna be mad, but she deserves to be rookie of the year over Cullen Clark. What history did she break? Let's look at it. What Caitlin Clark did. There's nothing Caitlin Clark is doing right now that's compared to what Angel Reese is doing.
To be honest, I see both of them every other game. I see both of them breaking history. I feel like they low key is overused at this point.
Yeah, but
They're both hooping though, so I mean, I would probably go with Angel Reese right now,
yeah,
but you still
because
got what like 20 games left,
is it 20?
probably close to 20 games left.
Ah, I this how we gonna do it, right? Angel Reese. We were we,
They only got 40 games, so yeah, it should be like 20 games left.
all right, stats.
And the Sky is actually gonna they
Make the
might
play.
actually make the playoffs,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So
it probably would go to her.
she's averaging Angel Reese is averaging 13 points, we'll say 14 points, 12 rebounds, two steals, two steals, one and a half, two assists, one and a half steals. Doesn't block that much. 10 of us over two, shooting 41% from the field, 33% from three, 75% from the free throw. Uh, Kellen Clark, Kellen Clark. Uh, right? She's averaging 16 points per game, right? Uh, but why is it? Why does it look different from Kellen Clark? Are they done with their season? 16 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7.1 assists. Wait, this is weird. It look like how many games are in the WNBA? Because it looks like they're done. I'm not sure if there's more games
Really? Nah.
because it's not showing their last game. Hold on,
I think because of Team USA, they actually take a break, probably a long break too.
hold on.
I don't believe that they just gonna have them finish the season without them. That don't make sense because they're gonna be in different countries, or not different countries, but
Yeah, they're taking a break. Wait, let's see. After the All Star game, they're taking a break. They're taking like almost a whole month break. Then they come back.
yeah, the whole Olympics is gonna play out, and then they
Yeah.
slide
So
back.
if you look at this, the Sky are like what? They have they have two less games than the Fever, so they need to make those up. They're on a 2 game winning streak. The Fever on a 1 game losing streak.
Yeah,
The
the
both,
Sky only played 19 games. The Storm played 20. Yeah, man, they got 20 more games. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but hey, it looks like it's gonna be a good game going on, man. It's gonna be a good season going on. Everyone who watches it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. We have summer league starting this weekend. Bronny James is gonna be playing this weekend. I don't know if you can see it on ESPN because I looked on my Hulu. You see, I don't know why. You say I don't have the subscription on my Hulu. Let me look again because let me look. Because yeah, like this quartet is unavailable due to rights restriction or because it's not. All right, something's. I'll look it up later because I want to see what's happening.
It's gonna be viewable somewhere.
Yeah, you gonna see Bronny in action, the first summer league of the season. He's going against I forgot, I didn't look it up
Go see
again.
a neighborhood Buffalo Wild Wings. You're gonna see Bronny. I used
Yeah,
to love going in there. And what was the other joint called? It was something with an A.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Albies,
nah. It was like a bar. It was a bar type,
uh,
bar food type place.
late Applebee's. It's like
Mm-mm.
it, no.
It's not commercial because it was
Oh,
in Lancaster.
so this is
Let's
Lakers versus Kings. Then there's the Heat versus Warriors, and I think that's it. Yeah,
Any predictions on how he gonna do? I feel like he gonna do solid,
he's
solid
gonna
like
do solid.
defensively.
I think he's gonna be the starting point guard.
You think he'll be starting already? Well, for the summer league squad, probably.
Yeah, he might be the starting point guard because from what I'm hearing, I don't know if it's true, but from what I'm hearing and what NBA scouts were saying about Bronny coming out and the reason why he got drafted is that they wholeheartedly believe his situation last year where he had like the health scare. The coaches at UNC didn't play him in his right position. They made him play the two guard, I think was it the two guard? I don't know which. They made him play a new different position than he was doing during the summer, so he has to learn everything else.
In
And
the
I
summer,
believe,
when
mm,
he played the combine, he played point guard.
yeah. So I think he's good.
Nice.
They're going, and I think growing growing up, he played the point. He played the point for Sarah Cannon. He played the point for Strive for Greatness, the AAU team with Mikey Williams and them. Uh, so I think he's gonna play the point. He's gonna be the starting point guard, and he's from what he's saying, he wants to be more aggressive, right? He wants to show that he can create for his own shot. That's what he said in his introduction thing. Uh, while we, eh, hey, he's gonna do good. I would say he probably gonna score like I would say first game 6 points, more or less 6 points.
I gave him like 12. I think versus that competition, he'll probably do like 12. I
Yeah,
think the white boy they just drafted probably gonna go crazy.
he might go
Probably
for
like
for, for
20,
25.
25.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's gonna. If I say six, I was gonna say six and like 5 assists.
Yeah,
He's gonna be more passing the ball to let them other cook. But I think he's gonna be more focused on defense and everything else. Uh, there, he's just signed his deal. He has 7 million guaranteed 4 years. Uh,
a little bit better than what he probably should have got. That's a good deal. Yo,
yeah,
Rich Paul, yo, everybody talk about how LeBron is his dad and all that stuff. I think it speaks more to Rich Paul is one of the best
agents.
marketers ever and agents ever. Yo, he cooked. He got that man $7.9 million. Got Braun, I think 52 a year
Yeah.
without having to max out and without having to do 3 years. So he only do 2 years, which he'll probably retire after. And they can
Well,
still
it's
sign one more person.
that's crazy. You know what's crazy is
Yo,
it's not
he's
even a
smart.
2 year deal. It's a 1 year deal with the player option at the second for his second year.
Yo, this ball is nice, yo. I mean, LeBron is still LeBron, so whatever LeBron was going to ask for, if they could do it, they will do it.
Now
But
I think the reason why
Rich Paul is good, yo.
now while we on the Lakers, right? The Lakers y'all dropped the ball because LeBron literally said he would take a pay cut if y'all can bring significant people to the Lakers. So he wanted Clay Thompson. How did y'all lose that? Y'all could have signed Clay Thompson.
Clay
Y'all lose
probably
that.
he probably wanted to go to Dallas. Dallas is a he don't have to do
Yeah,
much in
but
Dallas.
the what happened is that the Lakers had already started talking to the Warriors about a sign and trade, and the Lakers didn't want to give away. I don't know what they didn't want to give up, but they didn't want to give away something that kind of derailed the sign and trade. But Clay Thompson was supposed to be at the Lakers.
Whatever
Then
they wanted in return probably too much.
then he signed with the Mavericks. They're saying DeMar DeRozan just played his last game in Chicago, so he still a
They can
free
get
agent.
Demar.
They can get DeMar. He looks like he wants to come back to LA. You saw him in the Kendrick Lamar video.
he was he was
He wants
swelling
to
it up.
he wants to come back to LA.
I know
Uh,
Toronto ain't gonna sign him.
they might sign him just to be
They,
petty.
they ain't signing that nigga. Yo, why was you in that video, man? I've been seeing all down threads and Instagram talking about how um, he was like, "Yo, Drake is his man. You know, he always gonna stand by Drake and be loyal." And then he's in the Kendrick Lamar video. I feel like
well,
low key they don't really got to do much with each other, but it is funny hearing them talk about Drake is my guy, and then you see him in the video. It's hilarious.
if you look now, let's be honest. He can be still cool with Drake, but this whole Kendrick thing, it's a West Coast thing. He's from the
Yeah,
West Coast.
yeah. That's why I don't think it
Yeah, it's
equates.
not that deep, people. Uh, So he's still a free agent. The Sixers signed Paul George to a 210 million dollars, 4 years.
And we re-signed Maxi for 204. I think it's 4 years. Three players signed for over $200 million. It better equal a ring. I don't care what year, if it's the first, second, third, or fourth year. I don't care. Just get a ring at some point. I need to see it. And also make sure when y'all get in that ring, I got enough money to sit courtside during the finals. I need to see that. I need to see that. I don't care who you
If they,
play.
bro,
I need to
bro,
see it.
if they go to the fight, if they go to the finals, I'm not sitting courtside, but I'll buy the tickets. I'll buy
I'm,
tickets.
I'm not gonna sit far up in the stands. I don't get to see nothing.
No, not
No.
far up. I'll see like not courtside, but I'll see a good amount far. Good amount where I can see the court and I can see them win that championship.
I'm gonna be sitting right next
I'll
to
pay.
Mike.
Man, Michael Rubin is pays like what 200, like almost 10,000 for those seats. Man,
Listen, wherever Meek and Mike Rubin and fucking what's his name? Robert Kraft, wherever they at, I'm right there. I'm right there. You gonna see me mid all in the can. Kevin Hart over there, I'm over there. Yo, I gotta see that. I didn't get to see the Eagles win in person. But I don't think I would like a football game, so
I go lie. I want. One thing I want to do. I want to go back to a Sixers game, but not sitting in the North Beach that we did when we went to the school trip in at Lincoln. That we were in the
yo,
North Beach. That shit
yo,
was
I'm gonna be
tough
in them nosebleeds, I'm trying to tell you.
because you could not see the court. You were only seeing the game through the jumbotron. Uh, so I want to go back, but sitting in a good amount of seats where I can, good amount of seats in the stands where I can see the court. Uh, the other thing I want to do is I want to go to a football game. I want to be in the thing, but I don't like the cold. That's the problem. Football season happens in cold, cold season.
Yeah, the first game tickets or the preseason tickets.
Yeah, but bro, when you go to the, I've been at the Lincoln Stadium, bro. Coming out that shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's all open. It's all open. It's gonna be cold shit.
It's cold, and when you come, then when like I think the link is way bigger than the Wells Fargo, so that means like people who use the Wells Fargo thing when you coming at that joint is gonna be a whole hassle. You gotta
Nah,
go.
you gotta walk around that Wells Fargo. That joint is gigantic, yo.
Yeah, I'm talking about the amount of people who can sit inside. I'm not talking about, it's gigantic. Yeah, I know. Uh, well, now we uh, we just talked about free agents. Who? What else? Who else signed a big deal?
Buddy Hield went to the
Oh
Warriors. I
yes,
don't think it's really that important, but they keep showing it everywhere. The
Buddy Hill went.
splash buddies.
Splash buddies. Buddy went to the Warriors.
Clay to the Mavs. That's I think I like the Mavs. I like the Mavs. They
Mhm.
still need like probably one or two more pieces, but I like that one.
Yeah. Uh, there's a lot of things that happened, man. All right. Some of y'all know we've been critical. We've been talking about the Ryan Garcia situation, man. But I think Ryan Garcia needs help. He needs fucking help. I'm not saying this with the slightest. I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but on July 4th, I think he said it in the live stream. I don't know where he said it at, but he said one of the racist stuff, the most racist stuff he has ever said.
He pulled a Aiden Ross
Well,
or
yeah,
what was their name? A freshly
but
good.
he said it. What he said was more worse than what Aiden Ross ever said, and I think the problem is, and his dad kind of said it before this whole thing, saying that he's drinking too much, but this is getting to a point where I think he needs. The year suspension, I think he needs to take it like as a thing where he needs to look at himself in the mirror. Like, because he just got banned or expelled by the WBC, so he can't work with the WBC at the moment or ever. I'm not sure if he's allowed to work with the WBC ever unless he gets help. But the things that he has said, bro, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, know me. I don't, we don't we hardly talk about controversial stuff, but what he said is something that I we all know the history that we had in 2020 with the person that he mentioned in that tweet. But at the same time, I want to say this: Steven Jackson, I love you as as a basketball player, but since 2020 or since I want to say since 2020 or since 2021, the more you talk, the more I started hating you.
Wait, Steven Jackson, the basketball player?
Yes.
Oh wait, there's a
The
lot of Steven Jacksons. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm talking the one on all the smoke with Matt Barnes,
My guy,
Stacks.
my
I
guy.
love him as a basket. I used to like I used to be like, oh yeah, I fuck with Steven Jackson. But the more now, every time he says something crazy, it's more of like it's now kind of weird now. Like he has beef with all the people. Everyone he has beef with. He has beef with Stephen A. And then when Stephen A. when you but this is what I say. He has beef with Stephen A. He has beef with Shannon Sharp. He has beef with everybody. But when Stephen A. kind of said, "Yo, let's be grown men and let's squash this and let's talk about it," Stephen Jackson didn't want to do it, right? Because I think Stephen A. has said something about, "Make America Great Again" person, and I don't want to say his name, saying that he can relate. He believes that he can relate to black people more because of the indictments. Stephen Jackson started going went off on Stephen and Matt Stephen Jackson and Matt Barnes went off on Stephen A. Right, saying that how you can compare what he's going through with black people. So Stephen A. kind of sent an olive branch to both of them because they were friends. They were like brothers. And Stephen Jackson said, "Nah, I don't want to do it." Matt Barnes said, "Okay, I'll do it. Let's talk like men." Right. So Matt Barnes came on the podcast with Stephen A. They kind of talked about it, and Stephen A. said what he was saying, kind of clarify what he was saying. But Stephen Jackson, he wants to be more pro. I want to say he wants to be more pro black. At the same time, he just believes that he wants to be now as how could I say believe that if you say something against his way, if it's not what he likes, you're no longer you can't they can't you can't talk it out like man. And I'm thinking that that's since since he got that voice when the whole 2020 situation, the protest happened, he changed, and that that's not the Stephen Jackson. Now we what laughed and all the smoke. We laughed the Stephen Jackson who talked, who was kind of, but he has changed, and I think he needs to look back at himself and see like why would you risk a 20-year relationship with somebody that you called your brother, and when that person say let's talk it out like man, you refuse it. The more every time the more he
It's the
talks, the
attention.
yeah, like the attention that he wants is kind of is getting me is now kind of making me not like him.
Yeah, it's the attention. That's all.
And like I'm like, okay, I'm like, cool. You can feel some type of way, but when somebody asks you, let's talk it out, get his side, he gets your side, and y'all talk it out and get a common ground. And you refuse, that's the attention that you want. Like you looking for attention. And that's kind of sad because you already had the attention. It's just not now you want to just say, "Oh, I'm standing for this and that's it. I'm not trying to change my mind." It's not that he wants to change your mind. He was saying, "Let me hear your side. Let me hear my side. You hear where I was coming from, and let's talk about it." Right? That's what I believe. That he should. This should kind of. He needs to look at himself and say, "Bro, the attention that he got through 2020 got to his head." And him saying, "Oh, you got caught." And then he talks about the Ryan Garcia with the PD. Bro, if you look at it, Ryan Garcia, I didn't know that other people, Canelo got caught with the PD. They didn't change. Ryan Garcia hasn't got, he didn't get caught with PDs that big of the gram.
He got caught for not putting it down. It's not even that it
Yeah,
was illegal or that it was
bro,
even a PED.
he
But
got
people
caught.
take that PED.
He got caught with 600. He got caught not putting the supplement that had the PD, that supplement that was contaminated with the PDs down.
Yeah.
But also, it was also the same amount of like 600 tenth of a gram. That didn't do nothing. That didn't improve his performance. That didn't do that. And I didn't know that if that supplement that was caught in his system, they say it's common getting caught in athletes in supplements. If your supplement that you take is not tested, it was not like tested beforehand by VADA, water, and everything, it's highly chance he might took that supplement. Sean O'Malley said he was caught with the same amount, the same PD. Aust- Canelo got caught with the PD. Like, everyone has been caught. Like, it's not something new. I think because Ryan Garcia is because he's loud, he has a social media following, that people attack him. But at the same time, what I'm not gonna say Ryan Garcia right, what that's the PD situation. But what he said, like I said, right now, I'm not standing on Ryan Garcia. I believe, I remember I said I didn't believe with the 1 year suspension. I think the 1 year suspension wasn't about the PDs. I think, and now as I look at it, I don't think the New York State Bar kind of took that 1 year suspension as a PD type of thing. I think they did it as a way for him to seek help.
Nah,
No,
that's a lot.
because look, hold on. I don't know. Because I'm saying seek help, like when I say seek help, his behavior that he's been doing, right? I can tell you that s- things changed for Ryan Garcia, right? After the Tank fight, after his last fight before David Haney, it kind of changed. After that when he signed the deal with David Haney, the first, then he got down, then like inching near to the fight. When the fight started getting near to the fight, something changed. I don't know what changed, but something changed. What else about look?
I think he got the 1 year because the one fighter is trying to sue another fighter, and this I'm not a boxer fan, but I think this is probably the first time, if not a low amount of times, that another fighter has tried to sue another fighter because they lost in a PED situation.
I
And
don't.
also, it's not the amount, it's not the fact that it's even what is it called, illegal. It's the
Yeah,
fact that one, he beat a top ranking fighter on PEDs, and that fighter cried and wanted
I
to
want to make this
um,
obvious before I leave.
sue him.
Okay, to any commissions who are here, to any sanctioning bodies who are here, this community is expecting a Brian Garcia's boxing license to be revoked, and we are expecting um, a silence of Ryan Garcia's social media.
Yeah, they doing it too much. This got nothing to do with none of
That
that,
didn't
bro.
take long, huh? New York State No, I think Commission. So. I will say this. No, the reason why he's saying that is because of what he said.
I
because
mean,
that was
yeah, now, but
no, not. I'm not talking about this. Came out the video that I'm watching came out yesterday.
yeah, after the
He did
fight.
the live stream yesterday because what he said on his live stream was super bad, and I think Ryan. I don't know what. I think Ryan needs to start understand that. Me personally, when I said there's a difference between what I see Ryan before the 10, no, after the 10 fight, before his last fight before Devin Haney, and within like the month towards Devin Haney, things switched. What I'm saying, like his social media, he was not controversial. He was not saying every like he was always on social media. Ryan has been on social media for years. He has promoted. He did great promotion, but the promotion of what he did, like the promotion with Devin Haney, was different, and that's why people thought he was not gonna make the fight because it was kind of weird from Ryan, the weird type of thing, and some boxing fans thought that he was doing the Muhammad Ali type of effect, like acting crazy, right? Because remember Muhammad Ali, I think when he fought George Foreman, he acted crazy because George Foreman is like you a crazy man, a crazy person is the only one who can get to George Foreman. Like he did it, so people thought that was. But after the fight, I thought he was gonna go back to normal Ryan Garcia, but he keeps going on, saying random stuff, uh, saying that he's dating different girls. It's like things that he has been doing after the fight. That I'm like, okay, that was not just for the fight. Something changed with him, right? And then his dad say the same thing. It's like something changed. I think he's like he started drinking more. He's like
It could be that. It could
he's
be
like
that.
he started. He's like during the camp that's when he started drinking more and everything. Like so he's saying I talked to him. He's like I sometimes when I talk to him he say he can control it, but I asked him like you need to seek help just in case when the time when you can't control your liquor, right? When it gets to the point where you can't control it, when you get to the point of da da da, and I think it got to that point. He's at that point where he can't control it, and it's so sad. At the same time, it's kind of weird because it happened the day after his dad just said it, and his dad said he hasn't talked to his son within in like for 3 weeks, right? He hasn't talked to him in 3 weeks.
Sound like you need to go talk to him.
He's like, I get, and they asked him why. He's like, he's 25. He's doing 25 years old type of thing. And I think it's about that time where I think Ryan gotta look at himself and say, man, I messed up. Even though he said it, but I think he needs to look and seek help. Like when you say he advocate for mental health, I think he needs to actually take the steps. Uh,
Maybe I'm not a believer just because I know the day of the great ass whooping that we would like to call
yeah,
that of Devin Haney. Um, he posted a story that said, may God bless me in this fight, blah, 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 all the good stuff, right?
yeah,
But also before that, he's a Christian. It's a lot of God and Bible verses and stuff like that. I don't believe he's as crazy as everybody thinks. He could be
no,
drinking a lot more. That's fine. But I
no,
mean,
I'll
most
go lie.
boxers have their little superstar era. But I don't
I'll
believe.
go lie. It's more. How can I say it?
I don't
Ryan
believe.
Garcia, I think it was when I think after he took like a break from boxing for a year, then he came back. He has said he has became Christian. Well, he was a Christian, but he was born again. So after every fight, he kind of gave glory to God and everything. That was not, like I that wasn't. But I'm saying what I'm saying is not like I'm. It's not that he's crazy. It's the way he's acting, his actions. I don't care about what he says about God. He's cool. He can say God stuff, but it's way before after that. Like the stuff he was saying, he started talking about Logan Paul, sex trafficking, everything. Yes, you can talk about sex trafficking all you want, nobody cares, right? But it was like leading up when he started his training camp for Devin Haney. I want to say that it was like the 4 week span or 3 week span before the fight. He started just going off the rails. Like he started going off the rails. Like I want to say 4 weeks before the fight, he started going off the rails. Like he started he posted because before that, like when I said the fight before Devin Haney, he didn't post that much about his training camp, right? He posted regular like him just hitting the bag in his room. He promoted the fight, he promoted everything, saying God, everything, thank God, Bible scriptures. But this one, he started posting more stuff like conspiracy theory, everything. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm
I mean,
like,
that's all he had to worry about to keep hitting him with that right hook. But I
yeah.
mean, that's
I'm like,
I
okay.
think y'all focused on the wrong shit.
Yeah, me personally, I
Yo,
didn't. After the fight, I didn't. Before the fight, I didn't think about it, but it was after the fight, what he's doing after the fight, like the exit. Because I was like, okay, when he said the conspiracy theory, the Diddy stuff with Devin Haney and everything, I was like, oh, he's promoting the fight. That's cool. I have nothing. I don't care much about it. You know, this is Ryan. I was like, maybe this is what the promotion that he's taking for the fight. I'm cool with it. It was after the fight, and then few weeks went by, then a month went by, then 2 months went by. I'm like, okay, Ryan, this is weird now. Then the whole situation. I'm like, okay, cool. But you still posting like you sleeping with this girl, you sleeping with that girl. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, bro. If you say you're Christian, you know that in the Bible you can't be sleeping with every single girl. Like every week you have a different girlfriend, right? And I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird for Ryan. I'm like, this is not the Ryan. That's not the Ryan. I'm like, there's something changed. But hey, I might be wrong. We will see because right now he just got suspended. He can't box in New York because he's been suspended indefinitely. It's no longer a year in New York. It's not indefinitely. So I don't know what he has to do
I mean,
to get.
most big fights is in Vegas anyway.
Yeah, but if you're banned from one section in body, you really can't box. Vegas and New York are like the same. They correspond. So it's going like when he said when like for example like when he got the 1 year suspension, he can box anyway right now in the US or in boxing. He can't box at all right now until the suspension is done. But now since he's been suspension indefinitely, he has to wait until the indefinitely suspension gets over stuff. And he came and apologized for his words, but even Oscar De La Hoya said, "Yo, you gotta build back the trust that you lost." He's like, "You lost the trust of the people." He's like, "You have lost a lot of trust with the words that one sentence that he said." And I don't want to repeat the sentence. Y'all look it up because that was bad. And the thing that made it worse, it wasn't that the sentence that he came and said, "That's not what I meant." Bro, then he said, "That's not what I meant." He's like, "I was talking about black or black crime." I'm like, that sentence and the black or black crime doesn't go together. They don't go together.
Man, I think y'all need to leave that nigga alone. He is gonna be fine.
Because he said
He
he
has
came
a
out
year to figure himself out. Y'all be doing way too much with
not
this
a
kid.
year. I don't think he has a year now. I think they're probably gonna extend it to a year and a half.
Don't nobody in boxing have a name that we care about other than Ryan and Tank. So it's whoever Tank fights and whoever Ryan fights. Haney done got beat up. The other nigga, Errol Spence got beat up. Nobody knew who the fuck Crawford was. I hate
I
how
go
y'all
lie.
act like y'all knew who Crawford was
I
at
go
first.
lie. I didn't know Crawford. I go
I
lie.
had no idea who the fuck Crawford was.
No, Crawford
It's
was. To be
it's
honest, Crawford had a name. It was more of Crawford didn't. How could I say? How could I
Crawford
put
is
it?
not a
Crawford was.
household name.
He
Me and
was.
my dad don't say him because we don't watch boxing.
Yeah,
So me as a person that don't watch boxing can tell you who Tank is and who Ryan Garcia is. Now I can add Crawford to that list. The rest of these dudes gotta make their name, and of
yeah.
course
Crawford. Let me say. Okay, for Crawford to most people didn't know who Crawford was. Well, most people who who are not into boxing or who are casually into not into boxing don't know who Crawford was. But casually into boxing, let's say you watch one fight here and there, or you watch one fight every 2 years, you kind of knew a little bit about Crawford because he was undisputed at 140. He came up, and the reason why Crawford wasn't getting the recognition experience is that he was the odd man out because Spence was with PBC and most of the belts at 147 was with PBC. Fighters at PBC had the belts. So PBC didn't want to work with Crawford because they say we're gonna Spence gotta fight because for I think it was what 5 it was like a 3 year span they wanted to make the Spence and Crawford fight, right? But PBC was like, nah, we don't want it. And they kind of combined. Spence took all the other three belts. He had all the three belts. That's when Spence was like, nah, you know what? Let's make the fight happen. Let's make it for undisputed, right? He made it for undisputed. Now is the same thing. Crawford is getting the treatment that Boots is getting right now. Crawford got the treatment that Boots is getting right now. That nobody, not big names, were trying to fight him. It was the crazy people who thought, like like Sean Potter, like who else fought him? Like it was like I think I don't think Kid Thurman fought Crawford, but somebody else fought Crawford. But it was the crazy people, like people with the crazy mentality of like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to war for him. But Crawford was getting like he was the old man now because he was signed to ESPN. ESPN don't do much pay-per-views. ESPN don't do a lot of pay-per-views. If you fight at ESPN, you're on, or not on Top Rank, you're on ESPN. You don't do pay-per-views. At the time, Top Rank doesn't do pay-per-view unless you were the likes of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. That's it. Everyone else, they didn't do pay-per-views for anybody else. Like Shakur Stevenson. The reason why Tank doesn't want to, I think Shakur Stevenson is not getting the reason why most people not I don't give when the money is asking for is because everyone's saying, bro, you are not a pay-per-view star. You asking like you're a pay-per-view star. No, you're not. Because you have not have a pay-per-view. All your fights are on regular TV. People with people are not paying $70 out their own pockets to watch you. That's why when Devin Haney and Shakur was before the Ryan Garcia fight, when Devin Haney wanted Shakur wanted to fight Devin Haney offered him 25% of his like 25. It was 25-75 cut. So Devin Haney got the 75. Shakur was gonna get the 25, and Shakur said no. And people was that's when most fans was like, Shakur, you are not getting what Devin Haney kind of used. The reason why Devin Haney got famous, he did what Shakur did was what Shakur didn't want to do. He took a pay cut. He took like 20% to fight George Gambosa, who was undisputed at the time. Who was not undisputed. He had three belts. Devin Haney had the other belt. They united the belt and became undisputed. That's when Devin Haney became this pay-per-view star. That was like 2 years ago. That's when Shakur was supposed to. Okay, Shakur. If Shakur believed himself, he would have took the 25%, beat the hell out of Devin, become undisputed, then become the pay-per-view star that he wants. But I think he has, but the problem is we signed with Top Rank. Top Rank doesn't do pay-per-view fights unless you are like, you know, Tyson Fury and everybody else, the heavyweights. That's the only time they do pay-per-views. But that was like 2018. The last time Top Rank did a pay-per-view was 2018. The only other time that ESPN does a pay-per-view is with UFC. That's it. And I think that's where Shakur and people in Top Rank not getting. That's why most other fighters, when they sign their contracts, when they're signing with promotional companies, they sign with PBC, Matchroom, like Boots. It's because they want to be pay-per-view stars like Tank. And those companies that they sign with, like PBC does pay-per-views, Matchroom does pay-per-views. You get more money from that. And I think Shakur is not getting that yet. And I think that's why people believe that after this fight he's gonna leave Top Rank and go sign with a different promotional company so that he gets the pay-per-views that he wants and
Mm.
gets leverage that he needs. While we talk about Shakur Stevenson is fighting this weekend, and I want to say, Shakur, I need you to listen to me. I know that you're getting ready for your fight. When this come out, the fight already happened. Don't run around, bro. You need to you need to show people that you can actually knock out people, man. Because the reason why people play with your name like that because they call you a boring fighter. You like to run like running around like, yeah, I'm not trying to get hit. Nah, you gotta put your hands on people. Because I watched, I think I told y'all last week, right? I watched this man called Bam Rodriguez. God damn, that little motherfucker can fight. I'll give y'all this. Bam Rodriguez, I go like, I did a 6 hour stream, right? And when I was on that 6 hour stream, y'all can come back, y'all go, and my kick is gonna be on the description. I did a 6 hour stream, and Bam Rodriguez, I was tired. Leo, the last half of the stream, I was tired. That's the funniest part. People started joining my live stream. I think like 20 people, 30 people joined my live stream near the last part of my stream where I was super tired and I was sleepy. And we were starting having, they were joking like, yo, it's hype in here. Why go to sleep? I'm like, man, I'm waiting for this main event to start. Bro, he woke me up because I was tired. And then when the main event started, Bam Rodriguez and Estrada made, that was a fight. I gonna lie, I liked it. It was hype. I had 30 people in the live stream. We were going crazy. We were having fun. And that's what I'm saying. Shakur needs to get that hype back on him because after his last fight with Dosaro, whatever his name is, he lost the fans. Hold on, I'm coming back.
Why he ain't catch that? That's so ass. Oh no. That block. That block too. Sorry.
I'm back. Like I was saying, thing. Shakur needs to actually stay and fight and not do whatever he calls like running, what people call running, and that's it. While we, let's talk. Everybody, the BTS. What's happened this weekend, man? I watched some of it. I didn't watch like the last hour or so.
You
So
seen Keith Lee and the Rose?
yeah, okay,
Taraji P. Henson.
okay. Tara, I don't
That's
know.
what people are talking about. But
I saw Taraji's response or whatever her side of the story, and I saw what Kitley said. So Taraji said there was assigned seats, right? She's like, oh, he was not sitting his assigned seats. I practiced the sitting and everything. And Kitley was like, so the video, Taraji's response came after Kitley's video. Kitley said they were given when they came to they were assigned seats, right? They were sitting their assigned seats earlier, right? Then the production team of the BT Awards moved him, his wife, and the third person and told them to sit in the seats like quick, like it was like no, it was a span of like 2 seconds. It's like they're like, you gotta move to these seats, and they didn't tell them what da 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 and this stuff, right? Then Taraji started talking to the another guy, right? She came out and she was talking like Kit Lee, da, da, and she was talking to another food reviewer who always with Method Man, who was sitting next to Kit Lee, and
uh,
so she was talking like that was Kit Lee. Then Kit Lee's wife started pointing and saying, redirect like, nah, that's not Kit. Kit is right here, right? So Kit Lee came. She recognized Kit Lee. She gave Kit Lee the rose. So Kit Lee took a video and he put down the rose, saying that, like, he said whatever that everything that's for them is gonna be done the right way. But he believed that rose was not meant for him and his family because of the production. He didn't say it was uh Taraji's piece problem. It was the production team, right? The production team kind of messed it up because they just did it. Were not organized, right? They rushed them to sit on seats, and they didn't kind of first. They didn't kind of inform Taraji P what I look like. He was like, so the kind of it was a rush.
Taraji P ain't know what Keith Lee looked like.
Hey man, Taraji P is busy crying on 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 TV.
That is very true.
So she
That
like,
that shows you that they be paying for views, bro. Y'all niggas do not be doing the numbers that y'all doing. Cause how they don't know who you are?
I
I
think
guarantee you they can find Jordan the Stallion anywhere.
I think the reason, me personally, I think Kit Lee is more of not every celebrity, because Kit Lee doesn't talk. He really, the only celebrity that he's cool with, that he kind of interacts with and cool with, people who are highly in social media, like Kevin Hart, uh, like those people, Tootsie, who are kind of into the social media space. Like Taraji P, didn't you know how Kevin Hart is with Kai? Does a stream with Kai, 24 hour stream with Kai,
Yeah, Taraji's not doing
like
that.
Cardi,
But
yeah,
still,
like
it's
Cardi B, Offset. Those, I think those, Mark Wahlberg. I think the people who know who Kid Lee is are people who kind of on social media a lot.
who opens their phones and go to
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, who
It
open
don't
the,
take you that long to know who this person
yeah,
is for real.
yeah. So it won't take you that long. I think Tawaji doesn't open her phone and goes on Instagram a lot. She opens like maybe she's doing a promo for her movie. That's probably the only time she posts.
And let's hope because
Because when I I think other celebrities is like, yo, it look it's like some people on Taraji defense, they're like, Taraji doesn't go on social media. So she doesn't know who Kit Lee is. right? And Kitty said, "Hey, that was not her fault. It was the production because they moved us from our original seats and made us sit in these seats for the TV, but it was it
Like
was
even
un-
how the story is told, like she don't know what Keith Lee looked like. How you
I
gonna do a thing and you don't even know what the shorty looked like? What are you talking about?
I
You
think
don't know what she looked like. Huh?
because she said, "Oh, when I was practicing going to the seat. So I guess they're like, Kitty's gonna we're gonna make Kitty sit in this seat, right? And so you just go to the seat, like like she was going like to she was just I think she was they were trying to make us go
What
to
the
like
hell,
certain
man?
points, right? And I was like, so
This nigga
then
crazy.
imagine, don't forget Kid Lee when also Kid Lee just does we like when it goes to our shows, he kind of changes up his look. Like Kid Lee has dreads, then he will wear his dreads crazy ways, and his wife just to match his wife type of thing. So he was wearing like a bandana on top of his dreads, so it looked like he didn't have dreads a little bit. And then imagine when she walked up, right? She was in the same vicinity with Kid Lee, but she looked at Kid Lee and started talking, right? And when she was talking to Jordan, the guy who does secret recipes, or like he's on TikTok too. He's another TikTok who's on TikTok who kind of
They
does.
know who Jordan the Stallion is, so why don't they know
I
he's
think Jordan. Don't
he's
forget.
faking the views? But that's
I
fine. That's
don't
not
think
my
Kid Lee
fault.
doesn't even. I don't think if you look at Kid Lee, I was like, bro, his views are not as like Jordan though. He's not as famous as Jordan though.
Because Jordan actually do his numbers and they organic.
But I think Kid Lee more of what Kid Lee does, and I think people maybe that's why people don't like is because he'll literally go out of his way not to go to famous stuff. Like he because like when Kevin Hart did the review with him, when he did the review of Kevin Hart's vegan spot, Kevin Hart literally called him and said, "Yo, bro, I need you to come up." Like Kid Lee does charge a lot of. He has said that when it comes to like big brands that calls him out for things, he will never take opportunities. He hasn't. I think people who are close to Kid, they say he turned down an opportunity for a TV show. They wanted him to do a TV show with Gordon Ramsay. He turned it down.
Hey man, all I'm hearing is a
I'm
bunch
not.
of excuses.
I don't gotta lie. I
If
think
you practiced it, you should have seen the person that it should have been. You should have
I
known who
think
it was.
because she was then
If they moved
then
him down one seat, you could have took an extra step. Like, bro,
I think she
and
did.
it's
Well,
not your fault.
she did take an extra step because she was making a lot of jokes and she was improv. Like she even said, I improv some of the jokes because the things that the things that was written down, she was not going with. So she was doing improv jokes. So when she, because at first, if you look at the camera, when I saw the video, the clip, she was talking to Keith Lee, right? She started talking to Keith Lee. Then she started when she started going to in the improv, she moved a step up. Then she passed Keith Lee, and she was talking. She was standing between Keith Lee, his wife, and Jordan, right? Then when she said, "Oh, Kitty, this part, the part that I think people noticed because she's like, Kitty, I know I look like 10 out of 10," and I thought because she moved up, so I thought she was trying to show her whole outfit at Kitty because she was at the beginning. She literally stood on Kitty where Kitty was, like she was talking to Kitty. Then when she started improvising about her dress, she moved up like in front. She moved up and covered Keith Lee. So I was like, oh, I'm like, that's bold. In my head, I'm like, that's bold. I didn't, I didn't think of it about nothing because I was like, oh, Tara, she's bold. This man his wife is right next to me, and you about to you showing your whole backside at this man. That's what I was thinking because she was like, you see, I know it's like she's like, this how she came. She's like, I know you. Like, you look at me now. You think this is 9 out of 10 doing the kid please hands situation. So I'm like, oh, that's bold, Taraji. His wife is right next to me, and you. That's bold, right? Then when she took out the rose, that's when the wife was like, Then she looked at Jordan, and she was talking like she's talking to Kit Lee to Jordan, and Jordan looked. Jordan didn't say nothing. Kit Lee just was looking like, okay, keep going, go with it. That's when the wife was like, kind of did a, she was laughing. Kit Lee's wife was laughing at the thing, saying, like she kind of did like a, disrespect, like Kit Lee's right here. You were talking to Kit Lee, then you moved up, right? So I was like, oh, maybe she lost where Kit Lee was because she moved up. Because at first I was like, oh, I was like, Taraji's bold. And she even shot a shot at Kit Lee. So he called me. And Kit Lee, I'm like, okay, Taraji, that was bold. His wife is right next to him.
Trying to break up a happy home on television.
That's what I thought. I didn't think about nothing about that. Taraji didn't know who Kit Lee was
About being
until,
in the wrong seats.
yeah. I didn't know not
Moving down.
Yeah, I didn't know much about anything until when some people in Texas, when Kid Lee put down the rose and everything. Then some ladies was like, oh, maybe because what Taraji was saying was kind of she was flirting with him, right? And people was like, he felt like she was disrespecting his wife, so he didn't want to be, type of thing. Hey man, but what then? Kit Lee got into another TikToker did the thing where she's like, "Oh, did you the TikTok who guys goes to famous people and calls them different names?"
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, "Yeah, yo, did Kit Lee was like, "Hey man, I've seen your content, but you, me and DG are we're not kind of." He's like, "I not disrespect to you, but bro, I'm just trying to go home." And he said, if you listen to Kid Lee is like he doesn't like being around people. He is like, what do you call it? Social something anxiety or social thing. Like he's scared to be like out in the open. Like even the reason why he said he started TikTok was for to help him with this social thing for UFC because he gets scared. He's like, I'm really, if I'm not around my family or anything, yeah, I'm really kind of crazy. He's like, he's antisocial. So he's like, he started doing social media on TikTok before he started reviews. It was more of him trying to get himself, get over that fear of like of being social anxiety, right? Of like he was trying to get of that out of the fear out of him because of UFC. Because yeah, I know Kit Lee is he was in the UFC. I don't think he's gonna go back with his fame now, but maybe he might. But he was in the UFC. He was not good at press conference because of his social thing. He really didn't like the attention and everything. So he did social media to get rid of the fear. So when the guy came out, you saw like his security guard, the one who's like his head of security, kind of grabbed the content. He's like, "Yo, bro, you got things gotta go left." And then Kid Lee kind of told the security guard, "Hey, man, nah." He's like, "Bro, like I'm different from other." He's like, "Yo, bro, I'm not really good with the so people just coming in my space. You know, they started going back and forth. That's when most comedians is like, oh, I think people found out Kid Lee was in the UFC this week. I'm like, yo, y'all didn't know this man was in the UFC. He has 3 knockouts in the UFC. I'm like, that's why people say, oh, we were talking shit about this man can actually beat us up. Yes, he can.
Hey man, that's y'all wrap up of the BET Awards. I know we ain't talk about awards. I know we ain't talk
Hey
about
man,
none of that better.
I'll go lie.
That's why niggas don't watch BET Awards.
I'll go lie
That
to you. The BT Awards, I'll be honest with y'all. Uh, the shit. I don't know what
They
happens, man.
should cancel it, bro. Get it out of there.
Yeah, because I heard that the Usher tribute was ass.
Usher
This
tribute. Usher's still alive. He's actually like very alive. Like he's like
no, that
40,
he was
50.
getting the lifetime achievement award though. So they did like they had like a tribute with singers singing his songs, and I heard
Lifetime achievement. He's still performing. Never mind. Yo, the BET Awards is. I don't know why we still talk about this shit.
because I heard that they had like Coco Jones do a song, Tiana Taylor did a song. There was another girl who did, but she messed up. I'm like,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
okay.
Just throw it in the
I'm
trash.
like, wait a minute. I'm like, so y'all telling me that did all that? I was like, I understand Tiana Taylor. She can dance and sing like Asha. So I understand why she was on stage. Coco, I understand. I'm like, this So why y'all didn't bring? I was like, y'all could have. I understand it's the BET or y'all could have called Justin Bieber, somebody who Asha found. Y'all can call Chris Brown. I understand he's on tour, but y'all could have called him.
Him and Chris
Like
Brown was just fighting the other day. Like, what are you talking? Yo,
that was a year ago, man.
they need to cancel this fucking beat. This award show has been pointless for more than 15 years.
Man, that
I
should have led
swear to
Tyler
God.
Perry. I'll go lie to you. Y'all should have let Tyler Perry buy BET. You'd have made it fun. Tyler
No,
Perry, y'all refused for Tyler Perry to buy BET.
no, because then I would have to look at Taraji P. Henson 17 more times. And I love Taraji. She's great,
I don't
but
think
no.
Tyler, but not really though.
Taraji P.
You,
Henson has been in a lot of Tyler Perry shows.
yeah, I'll go lie. But I'm saying like the because Tyler Perry, him, it looks like him and 50 Cent are about to team up. That's why I say. But 50 Cent,
Medea,
50,
the power of Medea, bro. Like, what, yo?
I'll go lie. 50 Cent, 50, I'll go lie with the Power series, man. 50 Cent, man, why you canceling Power Book 2, man? It's getting good, man.
Power Book 7, Medea's Revenge. You
Yeah,
still there?
man. But that's it, man. The awards went to a lot of people. I can tell. I forgot
We
who.
don't know one award. It's okay.
I
It's
know
okay.
like
You ain't
two
gotta do it.
awards.
You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta
They
say it,
robbed
man.
Sexy Red. Got robbed on the
Sexy
best.
Red got robbed. He said he started with Sexy Red getting. Hey
Hey
yo,
man, they gave it to
hey
Tyler,
yo.
but a new artist. They say new artist, and I go lie. No, not sex. It was Sexy Red. It was Gorilla. But those awards, you could hear the crowd saying "Yeah, Glow," and they gave it to Tyler. I was like, okay, now I see. Now I was like, now I didn't want to say Tyler was an industry plant, but I think she's an industry plant because I didn't believe she should have won two awards. She don't won the African awards. I understand why she won the African award, but the international award, I understand.
Water
But
was a much bigger song than any song both of them put out
that you did you I go lie, she performed Water and I go lie, that was not the biggest pop. Them
because
celebrity,
the song came out so much long ago.
but when
Like that was
you were
what a
the you
year and a
could even
half.
see. I think Tyler got even she when she even accepted the award. When she lost to when she won and Sexy Red lost, she said, "Yeah, I love Sexy Red too," because she kind of felt that from the fans and the celebrity that was saying "sexy" is say, "Yeah, sexy." Let it, you know. Then when Glorilla lost to Tyler again, and I think she won like three awards, if I'm not mistaken, and the whole crowd was like, "Yeah, Glow," and the whole crowd, I'm like, "Oh."
Well, this is the BET Awards for mostly black people, and you'll probably see Yo Gotti and all those other people. You're not going to see a Drake or Taylor Swift. So, of course, they're going to sing the black song more than the African song.
I go
But
lie.
Water is a much bigger song. I don't,
I go
than
lie.
anything they both put out.
Nah,
That's
I'll
facts.
be. You know what? This how we gonna do. We gonna do some numbers.
All right.
We're gonna do numbers, man. Water by Tyler number of streams.
So I would even bet that what's her name that just lost 25 million streamers? Uh damn.
Who?
Ice Spice. I say Ice Spice do better streaming than them two.
But Spice hasn't released music in a while. It's the only music she has released is features with thing.
Yeah, but she still does better streaming than both of them when she
Yeah,
does release music.
but don't forget, Glorilla
Are
doesn't.
you gonna pick Glorilla or Sexy Red over Ice Spice?
Bro, she has a feature with Tyler Swift.
This
Who?
this is a popularity contest. Ice
Yes.
Spice is going to win over those two. I'm
So
trying to
Water
tell you
has
something.
has 26,000. Uh, 26,000 thing streams. Right now, let's look at
Way more than 1,000. You mean million?
yeah, yeah, Glow. Oh, yeah, Glow. Glow got Tyler beat because Tyler has 26 in all, and Glow by Glorilla has 110, 108,000 or million, 108 million streams.
I don't believe that, but
And
that's cool.
then wanna be with Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion has the next. Glow is Gorilla's biggest hit song, and it is way more than Tyler. T- because Tyler's biggest song is Water. She has 26 million,
I'm just
right?
talking about the one song, not not the whole.
Yes.
She none of them,
I'm
all of them stream better than her, but the
yeah.
one song itself.
I'm talking the one song. It is not better than Glow.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
believe that, but it's
But
okay.
Glow. I'm talking Glow. But Gorilla didn't. Wasn't. I think Glow was not in the same category. It was a different song.
Yeah, Glow came out after that song, so it don't even make
Yeah,
sense
but
that
Tyler
she
was a
has more
but
streams.
she was in like the categories of new artist, new something, and Gorilla was in a different category. But she was in also in the category with Gorilla, and she won. I think it was a video or something award. I forgot. Oh no, let's
See,
see.
this is how people don't be seeing the industry plants, and they don't be seeing how people be winning so many awards. Bro, she been winning awards for this one song for a year and a half, and you trying
I
to tell me two songs that came after it
so
have better numbers than this
so
song?
she won. This is what she won. She won
In
international
a
act.
genre that's not
Oh,
international.
sure. This what she won. The other song that she won. So interactional act, right? She won interactional act. No, she was not. She didn't win Well, let's look at this. International act. She won, right? Then she won new artist. That's where she beat
Challenge is
Friday.
hard,
She
bro.
beat Friday and Sexy Red, right?
You think
Then
Friday should have won over? What are your perceptions of this shit?
I
Like, what
know.
is going on?
I'm just saying the people were nominated, bro.
Yeah, she won over these niggas. No, these
Then
niggas should not
oh,
win these
she did.
awards. What we talking
Yo,
about?
all my life, but lost to Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Beyonce won the BET award,
Yo, Sexy Red, if she has a passport, goes to Paris or somewhere, nigga. She is not doing well out there. If she
but
picks
I
up,
think Gloria would do better than her though.
she ain't doing that well. She ain't gonna do
No, she
what?
did.
Water and ART is gonna do amazing in international places. What are we talking about?
Water and
That's
AIT.
why. That's why I think the numbers is like it's not correct.
But
But
Gloria,
I
don't
let you
forget.
get it. It's cool.
I know. I said. You said Sexy Red and Tyler. I can give you the Sexy Red and Tyler type of thing, but I'm saying for thing for Glorilla and Tyler. Go let my guy Tyler beat.
Artist challenge.
Go got Tyler beat because Go got soccer players singing. Yeah, Glow, bro. Go got soccer. You know soccer is big in Europe. They got soccer players going crazy, bro. I saw a soccer player that doesn't even say he said lyric. I don't know not no English singing yeah glow, bro. And the guy interviewed him like, where did you? He's like, oh, my wife plays the song. He in his language. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't listen. I only listen to. He's like, I only listen to like his language. He's like, but my wife plays this song all throughout the house. He's like, yeah. He's like, the only people that she listen to is like Tyler. He's like Taylor Swift and this one song, yeah, glow. I'm like, hey man, go might sell when she does a tour overseas. She might sell.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, but hey,
Hey,
we'll see.
Tyler is not gonna do a tour because I believe now after I saw her performance BTO was when she canceled her tour was because her ticket sales were not that high. Because
Wait,
I
who
put
canceled their tour?
Tyler,
Hmm.
she
Well,
had
she
like
does only have like 6 songs. I don't know why she's going on tour by herself.
she had like a tour. She had like a mini tour starting in February. She had two halves, one in Europe and the other half was it? Other half was North American other countries,
They be
and
really mishandling all these new artists, and it'd be a shame.
that's what I
Like
said. I said, yo,
it don't make no sense.
I was like, her handlers are mishandling her
One
because her
hundred
peer,
percent.
because even with the Breakfast Club in thing, uh, what is his name? Charlemagne said, I was like, yo, that when the story Charlemagne said, I was like, God damn, those people are mishandling Tyler.
Yeah, they mishandling her.
I'm like, yo,
But that they
that's
do that with most artists. Like with
yeah,
Lil remember Lil Baby had like a arena tour type joint, and
yeah,
Lil Baby was big, but like you do realize he dropped a bunch of songs over probably a 2 year period, and they was all featuring people.
yeah,
And he don't have enough of a core audience to have a tour. Like they'll
yeah,
do dumb stuff like a
yeah.
arena
I'm like,
tour.
yo,
Like what?
I was like, that's the problem. I think his her handlers kind of saw it because it was all of a sudden like like what a week right before her tour, she came out saying, "Oh, I had an injury." I'm like,
Yeah, it's cap.
okay. I'm like, okay. Then when I saw her on the BT Awards performing, I'm like, so yeah, I say yeah, you're the injury, and the injury gonna take you a year from performing, but you out here dancing, shaking your booty, and doing all your moves that you do on a regular. I'm like, yep, that's cap. That was a cap. The ticket sales was not that high, and I believe she fired the person who even got her a deal to the deal with M. She fired the lady who kind of helped her get to America with the the record deal. And I'm like, she gotta know how. I was like, I understand what they were saying, right? But I think what they were trying to do, what Empire is trying to do with the Epic Empire, or is it Epic Empire Records? What they're trying.
She's probably on Empire.
She's out. Yeah, she's on Empire with the DDG's label. She's under DDG's label. Well, the label that signed DDG Empire, right? I'm like, Empire are looking at Tyler saying, "Oh, she's from South Africa. We're trying to get her American success like another South African artist, the rapper Nasty C, because
Yeah,
Nasty C kind of sells in America when he does his albums. His album sells good in America and South Africa. I was like, but yeah, they missed the point that Nasty C didn't just come out right after he had a popping song and just come to America. He built his core audience back home.
well, Tyler's doing cool. I just think that
Yeah, she's
that
doing
tour
cool,
don't
but
make sense at the time.
I think the other thing is that she right after Water Pop, she left. She
Yeah,
literally left. She hasn't. I was like, she didn't let her build her core audience with like South Africa, South African people, he had core audience back home. Where let's say if she does a small tour in South Africa, it will sell out, right?
She don't have an audience anywhere yet.
Yeah, I
She
was
just
like,
got a big song.
yeah, I was like, that's the problem. They are handling it wrong because they're saying, okay, we want to be like Nasty C. I'm like, but y'all forgetting Nasty C has his core audience that he built for years. Then when he jumped, when he made the jump to the United States, he just didn't jump. He first of all, before he even made the jump to sign with Def Jam, he got a co-sign from Ti. Ti was like, "Yo, I'm making a song with this dope South African rapper Nasty C. I met him doing a movie down in South Africa. He's a big fan of mine, and I'm a big fan of his. That was my literally, I was listening. That was all I listened to when I was down there. Then when he made signed with Def Jam, guess where he kind of used his audience? He kind of gained American audience because he started associating with Ti and Domani, but he created a friendship with Domani, so him and Domani made like a whole became like a whole friendship duo where them every time they make songs, it kind of go it pops both ways for their career.
Mm-hmm.
Then he started doing freestyles and performing. So I really I went on TikTok. I was like, yo, I think that when Shutterman said, I was like, yeah, I understand I was like, Shutterman is hitting right in the head. They're like, because people was like, oh, maybe she didn't want to talk about the Kai situation, the hair being colored, everything. I was like, yeah, she wants to talk about the music. I was like, but she doesn't have music though.
Yeah, she
I'm
don't
like,
have no kind of music. Like
I'm
it's
like, her
nothing out there.
music.
She just gotta sell herself at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, she gotta sell herself, but
And she
her
just
music.
look good. That's all.
I'm like, her first album didn't do that great. Her first album came out, and she was supposed to do a tour right after the first album. But most of the songs on the first album, nobody had the only song they had was Water. Then she did a Water remix with Trevor Scott. I'm like, they just put big names on an album where she doesn't have music that way they can talk about. So most of the stuff, the Kai situation, we friends though, her color situation that she put on, I was like, they are
Did his screen just freeze? Bruh. Technical
yeah.
difficulties.
Her team kind of is doing what the team were doing was, oh, we are gonna put, you know, we gotta just gonna be, oh, we just gonna keep it like, uh, we're gonna make a move like she's already a big star because her social media, she doesn't post anything unless she's promoting. She does do like a promotion or she goes to sign to a fan signing and she's moving like she's a big star. I'm like, yeah, that's not selling herself. It's like I'm like, you're trying to make it sell in America with black people. She gotta have a bigger audience, like bigger presence. Y'all acting like she's Taylor Swift, she's uh Beyonce. She's not there yet.
And
And
they picked the wrong person. Travis Scott was terrible in that remix. That was not it. That was
then
it was
Then
so
the
bad.
worst thing I think Charlamagne said, they said her team said you should not please stay away from comparing her to other pop stars.
Yeah,
So
but you gotta compare the pop
she's
stars.
like, especially Rihanna. I'm like, the
Well, that's
what, the,
the whole point.
I'm like, what? I'm like, she do exactly what Rihanna used to do. She dancing. Her songs is like a type of Caribbean. Rihanna had a Caribbean type of theme when she did music. She has a Caribbean theme. She does her songs like South African, but she has a Caribbean theme. So it's inevitable to compare her and Rihanna because her theme, most of her songs is Caribbean.
All she gotta do is embrace that she is new age Rihanna and
Eh,
the sex sells and that she is dancing and all that good stuff. And she's cool.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, they making it more difficult than it gotta be. But yeah,
yeah. I'm
taking her
like,
across the world don't make no damn sense.
yeah, man, y'all should have just let it build. I think I think they tried so fast to make it pop, so like make it famous so fast, but at the same time doing a bad job managing here.
She just need more music.
She need
More
more
music.
music, and I think she needs a better team. And I don't know how she's gonna get a better team. I don't know how she's gonna get a better team. I don't know which team she needs. About as well, I think she needs to do what got her the deal first of all. Before she released water, what she used to do on TikTok and be herself with her brothers and sisters, she needs to do that because literally she stopped doing everything that made her poppy. And I'm like, yeah, you know. But without further ado, y'all, I want to say thank you guys for watching. We have, but we have a crazy episode, and we have that's a crazy episode. We got I'm gonna be streaming to this weekend, or as y'all watched it, I already did like almost a 5 hour stream or a 6 hour stream.
Yep.
Starting the next weekend, we might, I don't know if we have a chance to do a stream or we're gonna do not a podcast. We might do a podcast late next week where after the boxing match, I don't know, after the boost fight, because we go into the boost fight, man. We about to see a knockout.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, man. We might see a couple knockouts, man. I need to see some couple knockouts. And we're gonna see what's popping. Without further ado, we out. Peace.
Peace.
Subscribe if you're new. Drop a like, comment, like. We better be coming. I'm trying to figure. I'm still trying to figure out the audio part of our podcast. We still having technical difficulties with that part, but we'll figure it out. But we out.